This is a mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp is said to have the world's best eyes. This is because they can see certain types of light that no other known animals can see. Each of the eyes of the mantis shrimp have trinocular vision. This means each eye contains 3 pupils, creating 3 separate images. As humans, we have 1 pupil per eye, which creates 1 image in each eye. Each of our eyes contain 3 types of photoreceptors, which allow us to see within the visible spectrum of light. This range of light consists of wavelengths between 390 to 700 nanometers. In the case of the mantis shrimp, their unique eyes are able to detect light from 300 to 720 nanometers, which begins in near infrared, spans our entire visible spectrum, and ends off in ultraviolet. This is because they have 16 photoreceptors, 12 of them are color analysis in the different wavelengths, and 4 of them are for analyzing polarized light. The eye of the mantis shrimp has a much different structure than the human eye does. Mantis shrimp have compound eyes that are made up of ommatidia, which are elements containing a cluster of photoreceptor cells, support cells, and pigment cells.
The middle of the eye has 6 rows of ommatidia called the midband. Each row is specialized to detect either certain wavelengths of light or polarized light. The first 4 rows detect human visible light and UV light. The last 2 rows contain very precisely positioned tiny hairs, which most likely is responsible for the polarized vision. The mantis shrimp is able to detect color the same as us by using light-sensitive proteins called opsins. Each photoreceptor has its own unique group of opsins to help it decipher the color. For example, photoreceptors that detect red would have different opsins than photoreceptors that detect blue.
The mantis shrimp has 6 photoreceptors dedicated to seeing ultraviolet, so in that case it would be logical to assume it would have 6 different types of opsins to see 6 separate colors, except it doesn't. Studies show it only has 2 different types of opsins for those photoreceptors. When UV light enters the eye, it passes through a crystalline cone which is in front of the photoreceptors. These cones contain UV blocking substances called mycosporine, amino acids which block the incorrect wavelengths for that photoreceptor but allows the correct wavelengths pass. The MAAs also work as a sort of sunscreen to protect the mantis shrimp's eyes from ultraviolet rays.